Is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
show was Horses Sing None of It, and that fine, sweet picking was done by Jay Smar. Welcome to the show, Jay.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you so much for letting me be here.
Our pleasure. You want to tell us about that tune?
Sure, that's called, well, it doesn't really make any sense. It's called E flat or B flat, but, well, that's what it's called, E flat or B flat, but it's in the key of open D, so that doesn't make any sense at all. I originally wrote that in the key of E flat, just, you know, tuned everything up, but it was a lot easier for live performances for me to do it in a open D tuning rather than E flat tuning, which none of it makes any sense.
That's a clever title, though.
Thank you.
E flat or B flat.
Or B flat, yeah. So yeah, it's an optional title. Optional title, I guess you could say.
So you're from somewhere out in the wilds of Pennsylvania, but I don't remember exactly where.
I live south of Scranton, about an hour or so, down in Pottsville in Schuylkill County. That's what it's called, the Schuylkill River, and it's the coal region area, hard coal, anthracite coal. My grandfather was a coal miner there for about 54 out of his 67 years, so
wow.
I'll get into a little bit of that later on with the fiddle. I have a tune that I wrote for him, and I got most of the information firsthand from my mother. But since I'm in this open tuning, I was just going to do another tune in this, if I may.
By all means.
I was, as you know, in folk music, it's not the most, it's rewarding spiritually. Monetarily, it needs a little work yet. But as you know, you have to keep your overhead down when you go out on the road. You know, I do little things like, you know, make my own lunch, and I do spark plug changes on my car and do my own oil. You know, I'm not a mechanic, but I do little things like that. And I was working on my dad's car one time, and I was thinking about all these guitar players, how they play guitar using pieces of pipe or metal or glass. And I think, I know David Bromberg, I think, used this at one time. But I was thinking about these guys, and I decided to write a song using this 5/8 inch SK Deep Well socket. So since I wrote this song using this 5/8 inch SK Deep Well socket, I call this song Socket to Me. It was a 70s expression. Anyway, and what's good about it, if you have a heavy fat finger, well, not so slim, politically correct, not so slim finger, you could go into a hardware store and get a, you know, a little bit wider version of this, where all the guitar slides in the store are pretty much the standard, you know, diameter and so forth, where this actually hugs the inside of your finger, because it's a spark plug like that. So
it's good and heavy too.
Oh yeah, you get a meatier sound with it. But when I first started using it, people in the first row had to wear helmets, because it was like sometimes it would just fly out into the audience, which was, yeah, not too much fun. Anyway, so this is called Socket to Me.
Very
Thank you.
nice.
Well, I was going to grab the banjo, if that's okay. Grab it very soon.
No banjos.
No banjo. In September, I was in Scotland, and they were beautiful people over there, and they like kidding around at the concerts and all that. One guy told me he played banjo, and he said, "What's the definition of a gentleman?" And he said, "Somebody who has a banjo but doesn't play it." They were pretty much fun.
What do you say to a banjo player in a three-piece suit?
What's that?
Will the defendant please rise?
That's pretty good. Well, I was gonna do this "Sail Away, Ladies," and this song, I enjoy reading about the songs that I do and where they come from and so forth, and you know, I just enjoy the old-timey stuff. I really don't have the voice for an old-timey singer, but I enjoy singing them, and some of these tunes have such a nice, like a story behind them and a nice melody line. This melody line is really nice, but the I don't know, I just can't get the song. It's called "Sail Away, Ladies," but the only thing it has to do with sailing is in the chorus. Otherwise, the first verse talks about building a house for your son. The second verse talks about "Don't you children weep and cry," and the third verse is all about chew tobacco. So I just didn't know how that all fit together, you know. But then I was told "Sail Away, Ladies." I believe, is it in a round dance, not a square dance, but like a contra, where they tell the ladies to sail away, and I believe they're supposed to leave the circle and leave their partner. Somebody had told me that then, so. But I thought my story was better anyway. So this is called "Sail Away, Ladies." You could sing along if you like. Don't you weep, oh, don't you weep, oh, sail away, ladies, sail away, ladies, sail away. Never get my new house done, sail away, ladies, sail away. Gonna get my old one to my son, sail away, ladies, sail away. Don't you weep, oh, don't you weep, oh, sail away, ladies, sail away, ladies, sail away. Children weep and cry, sail away, ladies, sail away. You'll be an angel by and by, sail away, ladies, sail away. Don't you weep, oh, don't you weep, oh, sail away, ladies, sail away, ladies, sail away. Don't you weep, oh, don't you weep, oh, sail away, ladies, sail away, ladies, sail away. Chew my tobacco, spit my juice, sail away, ladies, sail away. Love my gal, but it ain't no use, sail away, ladies, sail away. Don't you weep, oh, don't you weep, oh, sail away, ladies, sail away, ladies, sail away. Don't you weep, oh, don't you weep, oh, sail away, ladies, sail away, ladies, sail away.
Yeah.
Thanks. That was a last minute ad in there. I decided to put in a banjo tune I wrote called Yankee March. That was a little doodad after.
No wonder I didn't recognize it.
That's nice about the thing about playing original music. Nobody knows when you make a mistake.
Well, we should tell folks how to get in touch with you in case they want to find out where you're performing or about your
great.
recordings.
Well, they could check my website, which is jsmar.com, and that's www.jaysmar.com, and my website is on there, and phone number and all that other good stuff. So, one more banjo tune? Okay, how we're
Sure.
on time, okay? I'll do this other one that I know you know this one. This is one that it's called Shady Grove. And there's a Shady Grove, Maryland, and there's a Shady Grove, I think either North or South Carolina. But in this song, Shady Grove is a nickname for this gentleman's lady friend, and he's so happy to be with her, he doesn't want to be with anybody else. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, I'll go back to Harlan. Peaches in the summertime, apples in the fall. If I don't get the girl I want, won't have none at all. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, I'll go back to Harlan. I looked up and down this road, feeling kinda hazy. Every time I see that girl, darn her, drive me crazy. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, I'll go back to Harlan. I got a pig home in the pen, corn to feed 'em on. All I need is a pretty little girl to feed 'em when I'm gone. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, I'll go back to Harlan. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, I'll go back to Harlan.
All right.
Thanks. I was gonna bring the guitar out again and do a tune. I grew up, I got bigger, near the town of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. And there's a waterfall outside the town called Glenanoco. I'll have to retune here a little bit. Okay.
You've got about 5 minutes.
Left?
Yeah.
Well, how about we do a fiddle tune then? I'll do one fiddle tune and then we'll end out with one. How about that?
Okay, yeah.
Is that okay? Rather than do this? It'll take a little while. As I mentioned before about my grandfather being a coal miner, I'll grab my fiddle here. there was a lot of prejudice in the coal mines due to your ethnic background. The mine bosses were mostly German and Welsh, and my grandfather was Czechoslovakian, so no matter how hard he worked, he could never be a mine boss because it was the German and Welsh that were educated in coal mining. So this song is a little bit about him. He was 12 years old when he came over here, and his brother was 14. They got on a boat, left Czechoslovakia, and worked up in the coal regions to be slate pickers. And their job to be a slate picker is you sit on a board and you face the coal coming out of the chute. The chute comes out of the breaker, and they would throw slate over their shoulder. So this song, I'm going to do a little bit of flat footing with it, if I may. And it's called I'm an Old Coal Miner. It's just a little bit about my grandfather's life. In these mines of day, now how can I feed my family on hardly any pay, on hardly any pay? I come here to this country, a boy of 12, no man, to work as a slate picker, someday to be boss man, a dream of be boss man. I got me on land up by the mine, and when I get my wages, take they their share of mine, take they their share of mine. My children don't complain much, although long is the day, chores from early morning, they have no time to play, I pray for them each day. I love her dearly. She works all day at home, at times stitching torn clothes, morning up at dawn. I love her oh so long. I'm an old coal miner, and in these mines I die. Black lung kills you slowly. God bless my girls and wife, give them a better life.
Beautiful, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you.
I really
Ralph.
like that one.
Want to play one?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Great.
first tell folks again, remind them that they can find out more information about you and your performing schedule and your recordings at
www.jsmar, JAYSMAR.com. What else? Thanks, Ralph. Thank you so much for letting me play.
My pleasure.
It has been an honor to come here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing your music with us.
My pleasure. Thanks. Doing called Sally Ann?
Yep.